No.
That's
the
where they
insane
filmed.
asylum?
Yeah, that's like a fucking staple of Massachusetts. It's gone now.
What movie did they film there?
Session 9.
Such a good movie. Dave
It
Caruso.
was a weird ass movie.
He's like one of my favorite actors. Why?
Yeah, I wasn't.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm not talking, so I have to make noise.
Yeah, good movie though.
No, it was a spooky place.
It was.
Is
They
that
use like real recordings and shit from the.
One of my
patients
friends
and
was
stuff.
actually one of the recordings of the doctor who's like, we've gone too far, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, shit.
My buddy, Lonnie Farmer.
Lonnie.
That's a great name.
He's in everything.
Lonnie
Really?
Farmer. That's a great.
Yeah, he's the quintessential. Said he was on vacation in like the Virgin Islands, and this.
I thought that was like the name of the place where.
No, it's a movie. They filmed it in Maine.
Toby Maguire.
This guy went from an extra to being supporting cast to making like 100,000 in residuals just for saying hi to some guy on vacation. It was just fucking random.
Unreal.
And after that, he was in everything.
What's Toby Maguire from? What else?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man and.
Was he the one with the sister? She's also in.
There's a lot of people with this.
Also an actor.
I know a couple people here.
No, that's Jake Gyllenhaal you're thinking of.
Oh, okay.
They're similar. They actually used to compete for roles, those two. That's funny you said that.
See?
All right, I'm changing topics because why not? How was everybody's long weekend? What did everybody do?
I felt like this wasn't really a holiday. There was a lot of people working.
I worked. I didn't work. I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off.
I was here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This was open on Memorial Day?
Yeah.
You guys open on
I
Monday?
didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I drove by. What time did you guys have closed early?
7 o'clock.
Oh, wow. So you had no customers because when I drove by on 95 coming home from camp, I looked over the overpass and there wasn't a single car in the parking lot.
Not as it got later. Earlier in the day we did, yeah. Wow. Earlier in the day we did. But after like 3:30, 4 o'clock.
What'd you do? Played NHL?
Collected that hourly.
No, we did not. We did not play NHL. We did play video games though.
Who was
You
there?
didn't
I
play
thought it was just
NHL.
you.
No. So yeah, that was the thing. So like I keep the store open. That's just like my thing. Like when they look, they own the place. So when they want to go to a barbecue, right? Like they should be able to go to a barbecue and still have their business open. So like I stay here, like or when they go to the card shows. So when they go to the card shows, I stay here.
You don't go to them?
No, I keep the store open.
You're a store guy.
Yeah, like they got to make like money, you know. So
Need more wax, that's for sure.
yeah. Well, you know, prison.
Well, they don't have you here anymore. That was a big personality here. You're doing ripping and all that. You were pretty
Yeah,
into
the
that.
auctions. That was
Yeah,
a big
I
thing.
was. I stepped back. I did.
I think you're missed.
Everybody
Oh,
knows
100%. He knows he's missed.
Yeah, you were. I mean, you were part of the personality that took this place off. They're like, "Who's this fucking guy in the jumpsuit?" Like it was something, man.
that. I appreciate that.
No, it's true.
I didn't
It's a
know.
presence.
Just doing my own thing now.
I didn't know previously that you weren't like a man to be messed with. I'm very sorry. I apologize for anything bad I ever said about you.
Who are you talking about? What's going on?
Talking to Maddie, I didn't know he was a black Air Forces guy.
Oh, his shoes.
Yeah. I'm that guy.
Oh, goddamn.
Black
Low
Air
tops.
Forces, no hair on the legs.
I am.
Throws everybody off. They're like, "Do you shave your legs?" And I don't, but I just tell everybody I do now. And they're like,
Or you're like Norwegian.
They're like, "Really?" And
You're
I'm like,
hairless?
"Yeah." Do you see hair on my legs?
No, but you don't. Wow.
Ready this? Check this out. Go ahead, Phil.
What happened?
Nothing.
You're lucky.
But
You have a hair. What is
I'm Michael
other than
Phelps in the pool, baby.
other than the normal places it would be? Is it on your chest?
Very little.
Very little.
You
Armpits.
can grow a beard though.
Not like you, but
You're an
like
enigma. That's
can,
incredible.
I can kind of grow a beard.
I don't know. That's wild.
I don't grow. I don't have hair on my back. My
I don't have that.
my private parts, they do pretty good.
Wow.
My armpits.
I've never met anybody
You don't
who
have
has
wait.
less
You don't have
hair
hairy
than you.
armpits.
What?
You don't have hairy armpits.
Not at all.
That's fucking wild.
I have never met a dude with less hair than me. This is wild.
I
But
know.
you have tons of hair on your head.
Yeah.
And I got a man
Yeah.
bun. Look at this. See this thing? Is
I'm the
serious.
same way though. I don't have.
I like
that
can't. I
too
just
much
like
hair
don't
on my
believe
arms.
it.
too
That's
much
like
on my
when
legs.
Teddy told me he's never sharded. I'm like, I just don't believe you guys.
See on my legs. There's
Someday.
no razor blade marks.
I believe you, but I
wild.
don't believe it.
Those are some nice legs.
You know what I mean?
Everybody asks me, they're like, "How do you have no hair?" And I'm like, "I just like to swim."
Dude, my toes
Swimmers.
are hairy.
Swimmers, they just like they shave their whole body before they swim for less resistance.
I just tell everybody I'm Lithuanian.
So if you swim, your hair goes away.
There's no hair to begin with. I mean, look at this.
Yeah,
There's
man.
nothing.
He's extremely like aerodynamic.
So you must sunburn more.
I do all right in the sun, but I hate the sun, so I don't really.
Well, what's the point of leg hair?
You got
thousands of years after we stopped living in caves. What's the point of it?
Well, that evolution takes.
How about pubes?
sometimes more
Has
than
anyone ever
thousands of years.
figured that out? Oh, we need these pubes.
No, I mean I think evolution will eventually figure stuff out.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was a kid, I got bullied for not having hair on my legs in high school.
Are you part Native American?
I am.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
It's Cherokee tribe. That's real life. My grandfather's like huge Cherokee.
Okay, this makes a little
but-
more sense.
But
Free college.
no, I missed it by like. My brother did all the research when we were younger. We missed it by like 2%. Whatever the percentage was.
I think it's like 11 or 10.
It was 11. Yeah, we were at 9.
It's
If it
more
was
than
50,
Elizabeth
we were-
Warren,
yeah.
whatever.
No,
Everyone is more than.
When I was in high school up until my junior year, so freshman and sophomore year, every single day I wore pants, no matter what, even in gym class, no matter what, because everyone picked on me because they're like, no hair, you must not be going through puberty. And I'm like, yo, I'm really tall. And I'm looking at my ding-a-ling, and I'm like, this thing definitely went bigger. But, like, everything else just didn't happen. So it took me a while. Then junior year, like, midway through it, I remember being like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't have hair on my arms or legs.
Yeah, and I never judged
can't-
him for it in high school.
I
Some
can't-
people pay
I
for that,
can't
though.
control it.
when he when
So
he
I
talks
said,
about
screw
high
it.
school and them saying when he says them, it does not mean me because we were the best of friends and I would never treat my friend like that.
We were friends in high school. That's
Ooh,
Damn.
Were or weren't?
he loves me.
but it
heard
doesn't mean I like you now.
He loves me now. He still loves
Maddie's
me.
a tough personality to get along with. I'm just going to say it because he's, boys, you have a big personality. You say things very curtly. People, if they don't know you, they're like, oh, what an asshole. But you don't really, I don't think you mean it that way. I think you just say things and you're like, whatever.
I
You're not
disagree.
attached to it.
I
You're not
disagree.
trying to be mean,
I
but you do
disagree.
come off that way. I think you probably know that.
I wouldn't say I come off mean. I just come off as
I have the perfect word, like the perfect words
Go.
for this. Unapologetically him.
Bert's like that too, though.
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I love those guys.
But they're but they come off different.
yeah, for sure. But you know exactly what you're getting from them.
Because after Maddie, here's the difference. This is this stupid little difference. I'm not picking you apart. After Bert says it,
I hate Teddy.
he'll
You're not
laugh.
picking me
He
apart.
loves
No,
me.
no, no. I'm talking about you and Bert. When I know.
He loves me.
When Bert says something shitty, he laughs. When you say something shitty, you just go like this. Yeah. You're just flat.
I'm sensitive.
You don't
He is-
seem it. You hide it really
I'm,
well.
No,
But he doesn't hide it. It's just
I am a very sensitive human being. That's
Yeah.
a fact. It's not an opinion.
Do you get a feeling? Do your feelings get hurt easily, and you just hide it well, or do you just kind of like can't handle too much
I mean-
stimulation? Because you don't come off like that
I don't
at
think he
all.
hides
my
it.
whole stepping away back from Fresh Bowls was an emotional thing.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not afraid to admit that. Everybody here knows that. I mean, it's
I don't know too
I don't-
much
It's
about it.
not. No, it's not bad. It was just I got in my emotions and I stepped away.
I've never ever like
I'm
pegged
still
him as
here.
somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
but
still here.
But it's like, I mean, I'm emotional. I take sometimes fucking shit to the chest heavily.
I don't think you've ever.
Do you get
hated
over it fast though?
It depends. I've always been told I'm emotional, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? You're kind of right. I am.
Do you think you're optimistic though?
Yeah, of course.
So I think that's what happened here. Is like, I don't think that he's ever hid an emotion. I don't. He might be capable of
Well,
it.
maybe the ones
I
that
don't
make
know.
you look weak. It depends on how you grew
No,
up.
no, I don't think any of that. I think what it is he enjoys life. Like if it were to be like a pie chart, it would be like 80%, like 90%. Like so, like when you're seeing him, he's enjoying his moments far more than like the bad shit. Like there's a time and a place for the bad shit, and like he'll address it there. But like I think from everything I've seen of him, it's like he looks at life optimistic.
It would be like this. That's not a bad comparison. It'd be like, so if someone came up to me like, yo, you're fat and ugly, I'd be like, thanks, bro. I am both those things. You know, like that
at least
doesn't
you-
bother me. But like,
It's like
you
what
know,
bearing does that
Well, it's
person
not
have over his
personal.
life?
If you knew the person, you hated them, that would bother you.
no, even then it doesn't bother me. It's certain.
That's so interesting.
It's really certain things that get me super emotional.
yeah.
Like where like I'm out of my skin.
Yeah.
Like if anybody in this entire room came up to me and said, "Yo, you're fat and ugly, and you got a small D, and you can't spell or read," I'd be like, "You're not really wrong, bro."
You're Floyd Mayweather.
I mean, you're not really wrong, but like then someone could be like, yeah, well, you know what, Matt? I did it better than you on the game. And I'd be like, oh, that's really sad.
That bothers you. That's how Bert, if I say to Bert,
don't
man, I
like
was
that.
driving the golf ball 300 yards. You go, fuck you, you weren't fucking driving. You're pissed.
Yeah, but like I don't think like
It's competition. That's
Yeah,
what it
Well,
is.
that's different than.
Yeah,
you're
this is
not,
different
You're
than
not
this.
hurting his feelings.
Oh, I know, but he
just-
flies
just
off the
doesn't-
handle.
He just doesn't believe you simply at all. I was here for that conversation. He was like, Matt, cook.
And then I went and
You
did
go.
it in front of the young golf pro.
He was like, do you think this guy hit 300 yards? And I was like, I don't know, maybe.
Why not? I'm 6'4" and a half. You
I'm
could
6'4".
probably hit 300 yards.
Nah, I hold my hands backwards. No way I'm driving a golf ball that far.
But on the right day,
On the right day,
you could hit 350 if you wanted.
I will tell you something, though. I played basketball at Matty Pasquale's house about 2 weeks ago or something, right?
Where the fuck does he live where you can play basketball in his house?
Have you ever seen Matty's house?
No.
Yeah.
Saugus,
Loaded?
right? Where does he live?
Like, amazing.
He's got a court inside?
Everything.
No.
fuck?
Pizza was good to him.
Pizza was
His
good.
house. His house.
We think it's pizza.
Hey, his house.
Pizza.
His house is amazing. Just leave it at that. I want to blow at his. I'm just
Yeah.
amazing.
We
Okay,
figured.
we
All
get
right.
it. Yeah.
So I played basketball there. We played 2-on-2. I haven't ran. I haven't shot a basketball. I haven't done anything physically activity other than walking upstairs in a very long time.
And you
Don't-
smoke, so you should be.
And I smoked.
Winded.
And I drank. I did all right. Sweated. You would have thought I ran 6 marathons, how much I was sweating. My heart rate, it took about an hour and a half to come down. But I'm not going to lie to you, on that court, I gave 100% effort in Crocs.
Oh,
Wow.
You're lucky you didn't break your ankle.
That's 1. And 2, I didn't shoot the ball that well, but from behind the arc, I was at least 50%.
Hey,
Inside, though, I was probably like 22%.
I got a little Kyle Clover in you. Sneaky good
The
athlete,
enigma
this Matty.
continues.
What?
The enigma continues.
Sneaky good
That's like
athlete,
Don
this
Chick.
Matty.
You look at him, you're like, this guy.
I was struggling for the next 2 days after playing 1 game to 15,
Yeah, we're old, bro.
2-on-2,
How old are you?
32.
Yeah, so you're right where it still doesn't hurt yet.
I got winded
But the thing
bouncing
is,
the
though, I
basketball.
don't do enough physical activity other than work to be able to run 2s to 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, work fucks people up because you sit down all. You're
a hard
trained. You're paid to be fucking inactive. Stay here and don't move.
Well, at my job, luckily I'm active, but like
Sneaky good
Not
athlete, this
sprinting,
Matty.
though, you know.
He's got an arm, too.
not anymore. I did throw a football camp this weekend, and a lot of people looked at me. They were like,
Yeah.
"Cause I threw it."
He has a
like,
cannon.
They were throwing football, then I was like, "Yo, go deep." He started running. I was like, "Nah, go deeper." And I did it. I just threw my arm. I said, "Screw it, I'm giving this one good throw."
How far do you think you can throw? 60?
No, I used to. Yeah, right now, good day, 40 to 50.
So,
Still
so
good.
On average, right now, with my arm and not
That's
like
pretty damn good.
Probably 25, 30 yards.
So here's
No,
here's
you
the
could-
thing. Matty has a great arm, and that's information only a best friend would know. If we're going
think
15
so.
We're
plus
still doing
years
it.
back,
We're still doing it.
He's trying so hard.
if we're going 15 plus years back, something only a best friend would know, right? Right?
I think that's.
I
Yeah.
hated you then, though.
Get your Vic on the phone.
When we played football
Besties.
together, I hated you then.
Besties, though.
Because Teddy was the, yeah, I'm in high school with all you guys, but, I'm like 30 years old. I stayed back 6 times, and I'm super cool. I smoke cigarettes in the bathroom on lunch break.
I never
And-
did that. Never
and-
once. That's
and-
disrespectful.
And literally, I am the best athlete that Revere has ever seen since, I don't know famous Revere athletes, but I'm sure
And he
there's
sounds
one.
like a Kennedy, apparently.
But the thing is, though, when I played football with him, all I wanted to do was be like, give him the, because I played middle linebacker.
He was good.
All I wanted to do was lay Teddy out. That's
Yeah, and
it.
And it never happened.
I was worried about.
Me,
that was
no,
juked
I've
you.
definitely hit him a bunch of times. I mean, all
hits.
hold on, all our highlight videos from when we did the MFL are me laying people out.
Yeah.
All of the videos, me laying people out.
Did you play in high school?
No.
I could barely keep a 2.0 GPA, and I had 2 bad knees.
We were living our best lives, but we used to get together.
We started our own league. Ready? Get this. I'll just tell one more story, and Teddy can relate to this. So we did a football game, right? We started this MFL. We just called it the MFL, and we played football in the summers every single Monday. And it was a bunch of kids that, like, maybe 1 or 2 kids that actually played for the Revere High team. All the Revere High team, cool kids, started hearing about this, and they were like, they pulled up, like, one day, and they were like, "Yo, our best versus your best." The only person we had on our team that actually played 4 was Scooby.
Yeah.
Correct. Scooby played for Revere High, but he was either a freshman or sophomore at the time.
So it's shirts and blouses.
So it was Revere High's actual football team versus a bunch of nobody. So it was like me, it was Teddy, it was Scooby, it was Rudy, John, Yassine, it was like Sal, Froggy, and Scott Perry.
They were all out to get
versus
you, huh?
The football team.
Yeah.
Legitimately Revere High football
Which
team.
is probably a tough team.
And we spanked them.
Dude,
No.
it was ugly.
Spanked 'em.
Like Scooby, I think he might have made enemies that day because like this was the
spanked 'em,
kid
bro.
on your freshman team.
It was like
who was making
it
them
was
look
literally
like they were running in
honestly,
slow
like
motion.
touchdowns were won. It was like probably like at the end it was probably like 11-5.
How did they
11-6.
go? How did they not say you should play for the team?
It had
Was
nothing.
it all
to-
just bullshit?
The only person on that team that we played that day that was literally the scariest human being to
DeFeo.
tackle was DeFeo.
Oh Jesus Christ! man.
DeFeo came up like I was linebacker. Me and Joe Rossetti were linebackers because we were good at it. And when this kid hit you, the next play you try to not tackle whoever had the ball.
Yeah, it was different,
Like, he hits different.
Lawrence Taylor.
No, I'm not joking.
dude. It was brutal.
It was.
I
No
believe
pads. This kid DeFeo, he ran into you. I think Burt was even on our. No, but I think Burt was on the other squad. Actually, was he on the other?
might
I know he
have
was
been.
there. Hey, come here. I don't remember. He was definitely either. I think no, but he didn't play. Did he play?
Freshman year.
I don't remember.
Played no, because at that point we weren't freshmen. So
he was on our squad.
Yeah.
He was definitely on our squad.
Yep.
Yeah, 100% he was.
Nick,
But
what do you
dude, it was brutal.
Riveting.
Dude, it was brutal. It was
I'm just
brutal.
saying, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It's one of my proudest moments in life.
Yeah, and honestly,
There's always that backyard game of wiffle ball. You're like, that meant something.
That was
Yeah,
but at
yeah.
the time, you were like, fucking, what? I won't remember.
Fucking-
You're 40. You're like, you remember that fucking shit?
pointing at the fences.
I remember there was this kid I went to school with who went to the prep. He was a
We
little
don't care about your story. Let's talk
See,
more
you
about-
want
I'm
to
just
talk
kidding.
about that?
yeah, it's like- ours meant something.
I'm kidding.
All
I'm
right?
kidding.
No, same thing, but the
I
kid,
just
wiffle
knew
ball,
I
same
just
story.
knew
It ended the
I just
same.
knew I was gonna react.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, I'm
fun.
serious.
No,
no,
I
we're
wanna
just
hear it.
messing.
I actually do.
I don't want to tell it anymore. No. It's not that good. I'm actually going to. All right. What did you ask?
I
Give
only
it to
was
us.
just joking when I did that.
You're going to make noises the whole time, and it's
No.
you're getting ready to make noise.
Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Story time.
Okay, so this kid, Matt, who sucked, was an awful kid. He was a rich, spoiled kid. When I met him, he was a loser. I'm pretty sure he was a little off. I introduced him to all my friends. This kid was like a sociopath, so he went around talking shit to the kids I introduced him to. Just
Excuse
started-
me. Sorry, just to jump in. Is this girlfriend Matt?
No, what do you mean?
The one maybe has been somebody who thought that you were with their girlfriend or something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how you fucking remembered that.
All right, thank you. Continue.
I don't even
just
remember
wanted
when I
to put
told
the-
you that.
I just want to put the visual.
So this kid, this is before that. This kid was he went from friends. When you're younger, you kind of keep things to yourself. You don't blow up as much. You kind of like, okay, is this going on? Am I being paranoid? Like, you're very insecure. So I was the best wiffle ball player on there. I could just throw it, hit it, whatever. We were playing. He kept fucking cheating and like doing all these weird things and like pitching when he weren't. He was just being a dick.
As potheads
This
are
game
sometimes.
went for fucking 4 hours, extra innings, like 27 innings, and we're finally at the end.
9-9 in the bottom of the 27th
Dude,
inning.
this game meant everything to me.
Oh, I believe it.
If he won, he'd be like, you fucking loser. But when I won, I was just dead silent. I hit the home run over his head, and he was just like, oh, he collapsed. It was fucking wiffle ball, and a grown man was like, just hit the ground. And I just remember his face, and I was just like,
how
I
old
got
was
you
this?
back for every fucking thing you did to my friends, you piece of shit. The time you told your parents I was the one who gave you the weed, but it wasn't me. It was your fucking cousin, and you didn't want to get him in trouble because you liked him more than me. And it was like all in one home run, and I was like, I'm
How
good.
old were you during this football game?
16, probably.
Yeah, so it's probably us playing.
Yeah, it does. It means everything.
Today, if I played, it doesn't mean anything when you start, but then you start to get going and someone talks shit and you go,
You want to know how good I was at wiffle ball? Out of 1 to 10, -2.
Really?
Awful.
I think.
We should
maybe
play.
played
That's,
My
a fun,
hands
that's
were-
harder than baseball.
My hand-eye coordination with any baseballs. I mean, yeah, 'cause I played in softball at Bird down in Dorchester for the longest time. If I hit it to the outfield and I got just a single, it felt like I hit a home run. Like I was that. But in the field, I'm okay. Batting, the worst.
It's weird. I was the other way around.
Awful.
I could always get to the ball, but I wasn't always going to catch it.
I'm the opposite. In the field, I was decent.
Jackie
I was
Bradley.
okay. Worse.
No, because he could field, but couldn't
But I
hit.
was worse than Jackie Bradley at the plate. That's how bad I was.
Bunt.
I couldn't do that. It would hit my finger and I'd get a bruise and I'm out for the next 2 games. I couldn't do anything right at the plate.
Well, let's
Nothing.
add.
I couldn't stand correctly. I couldn't do my feet correctly. I couldn't
You
put
hold
my
the
hands
bat wrong.
correctly. I couldn't do. But
You hold the bat backwards.
Okay,
Your
I just-
hands are backwards.
You were using
Matty.
a Funko bat.
I understand that. But in the field, I still do things backwards, and I'm decent in the field.
I corked a wiffle ball bat once.
Really?
They could see, though, because it's fucking see-through.
kinda
So
cool.
when I put it up, the sun hit it, and they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
This dude,
What's going on?
What's in that?
this dude was juicing in like 3rd grade. He's he's
I was-
like, I'm gonna knock this one out
I was
the
into
park.
it.
My favorite.
Corked a bat.
You remember GSW, Golden Stick Wiffle Ball, that became like this national thing? No. I played for that league when they played behind Beverly Art Center. It was just a shithole.
So you're way more North Shore than us. Like we're like
Yeah.
closer to Boston North Shore.
Yeah, I lived in a different fucking planet.
in the nitty gritty
Totally different.
where we're from.
My favorite softball play ever. I was in the Moose League, and it was in Woburn, and I wasn't supposed to play, but the Revere Moose just got short. I just showed up to drink and have fun and play and hang out. So I got in, and Bert was like, "Yo, we're gonna put you at shortstop just because," and I was like, "Whatever," and I could do it. And second game rolls around, drunk as a skunk, line drive, whizzing at my head. I mean, if I didn't get my glove to my face and catch that,
would've been it.
I was hurting. But I made one of the most spectacular catches of my life, just going. Burke, he goes, "Why can't you do that every day?" I was like,
Because my life was on the
Instead
line.
of congratulations, it's you were a loser.
Such a
except
backhanded-
that. Like, that's Bert.
That's on brand for him.
or he said that, and then or before he went da 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 da.
Highlights.
Yeah.
Remember those? The gem. What did they call that? ESPN Top 10 or whatever it was.
Yeah, the top 10. Yeah.
Sports
They used to have the
Center.
gems, yeah, like the baseball
Web
players.
gems.
Yeah, in July it's literally top 10 plays of 9 of them of baseball, and one's like some random out of country.
Yes.
And every catch
It's in
is
like 240p.
You see the number 9, it's like rob a home run.
And then there was-
and then the number 1 is like some guy robbing the home run. But you just I'm like, what's the difference from 1 to 9?
Well, what-
But,
yeah, 'cause
but
I
number
think-
one was always some obese kid in high school who never played before draining 6 threes at the last second. They always threw that like, this one's the best, and it was just uncomfortable.
The third baseman throwing back to first for the out has to be, and the throw being a little off, and the first baseman almost does a split to catch it, has to be the most played like top 10 play.
I hate that play.
in
A
like the
one-bounce
month
pickup,
of yeah,
scoop.
in the
'Cause you
month
don't
of
have to do a
July-ish.
split.
Yeah,
to extend your hand. You just fall.
sometimes they have to. Sometimes, but how many times can you see the same play over and over? I get it. There's not a lot on, but
My favorites are the fuck-ups when it goes off someone's head, like Jose
oh, yeah.
Canseco becomes a home run.
Oh yeah.
Maddie, not Matt. Do you have a story where a game that was fucking completely trivial meant something to you, and you're like, I have to win this stupid Earth game?
Nick's like checked out tonight.
Me, yeah, I'm tired, man.
You
My
really
mother-in-law's up this weekend, so I've been sleeping on the couch.
Well, and
I've
it's been
been
a lot.
repressing my
ready?
feelings.
Here we go. We said we are gonna do a short segment.
Yeah.
Bring us out. Whatever you want. Give us a little something.
I don't know.
Give
man.
us a little
I don't-
something, and we'll end
I
it
used
out
to
on
play-
whatever you say.
I used to play street hockey over here at Hockey Town, and that used to get like real competitive because I was playing with like
Down in Saugus?
The
Yeah.
40-year-olds.
playing with 40-year-olds, yeah, and I'm like 20, 21 years old, and I'm like trying to keep up with these dudes. I'm like, why can't I do this? But like you would always see me like
Are
when
these
I
the
played
dudes that showed up in rollerblades, knee pads,
with the
elbow
pads, yeah,
everything?
yeah,
man.
and like the goalie would be strapped like
And wedding
completely,
rings.
like,
Yeah,
Some
but
of them.
yeah.
Yeah, they got something to prove,
No,
so
what-
don't feel bad.
Dude,
The guy that's
More
checking
than
you,
me.
the guy that's checking you, he goes, "I took my wedding off. I took my wedding band off before this."
just
like such a badass.
just like
nigga.
fuck
Just
you
so I
and
can-
not feel bad about it.
Okay,
No,
bro.
no dinner.
Relax, Jeremy.
No pretzel from concessions for you.
Relax, Jeremy.
Just going right in.
Hey, Jeremy and Glenn, go back to wherever you came from.
Glenn.
Go back to where you
Have a good day, guys. See you
That's
next
where we're
week.
fucking right now.
Love you guys.
Straight Night Podcast every Tuesday. Thank you.
Also, we go into ghosts. Maddie's got a ghost story. Come on.